Dang it. Yo, I'm outside. Yo, we're 5 minutes out.
Nice.
You ready?
Yeah, dude. I'm totally ready.
Dude, no. Okay, we're still making great time.
Dude, don't worry. I know this spot. Everyone just goes downhill, but you ski past it, and it's untouched every time. Whew, my stomach is growling. You mind if we stop up at this donut shop?
What? No, just eat a bar.
Can't just ride on only a bar.
Fine. What are we doing here? Let's go.
Okay.
Guys, we gotta pull it together, okay? There's this one zone, never gets tracked out. We'll head straight there. Dang. Oil light. There's a gas station right here.
Double poppers, huh?
You mean twin tips?
Oh, so that's what they're calling them. So you ski backwards?
I guess.
That sounds about right.
Close. But I think we can make it.
Hey, what's the deal with roof racks these days? That one looks a little flimsy.
Look, man, I'm not trying to be rude, but we're on a bit of a schedule.
Have fun. I'll never make it.
Sheesh, what's that guy's deal?
What was it? Did you guys hear that?
Guys, it doesn't matter when we get up there. That one spot right off of Herm in those trees always has a good little stash. Yo, guys, is that a hitchhiker? That guy looks like he needs a lift.
Sure, why not?
Yo, man, need any help?
It's dumping out there, man. Let's hit it.
Yo, how's it going? Where are we headed, man?
It's a local secret, right? But I'll give you guys the scoop. The trees open up, snow untouched for centuries.
Surprise, surprise. Now we're behind a plow.
Well, that was rude. But anyways, no one's even laid an eye on it except for me and my buddies. All right, this is my stop.
You mean here? There's nothing here.
This is it, boys. Appreciate you. Catch you on the flippity flip. Hey, you got a fun crew here. Embrace the journey, man.
Huh. Yeah, that's a very good point, I guess. I guess we should think about that a little bit more and
Holly? Holly? Where are the skis?
screw it. We're going to Charlie's.
That was a good time, huh? Hey, whoa.
What? Hey.
I think we got it.
I didn't know anything about sledding. And that's why learning how to sled has been so comical.
We didn't have anybody to help us or teach us. Having to figure it out by yourself, it's really challenging. I'm Tracy. I live in North Vancouver and I work in the film industry. Renee and I both relocated to the coast around the same time. What I love about snowboarding is just being in the mountains. There's this sense of relief that comes with seeing how small you are when you're in these grand, overwhelming landscapes. It's become really important for me to be able to get out to the mountains really, really frequently and kind of ground myself.
My name's Renee. I live in North Vancouver and I work as an emergency nurse. When I was a kid, I started competing in big mountain comps, and I just got so much internal validation from my own progression, and that was my life. I always felt better about myself when I was skiing well.
I have really bad ADHD, and I've also dealt with pretty severe depression. Those two things hand in hand create this awesome storm of a complete lack of motivation. It's so hard to get myself out the door some days.
In the last couple years, I started my career as an emergency nurse, went back to school for that. I lost my grandma, and I was a part of a backcountry fatality, all with a pandemic going on. I felt bogged down. I felt like it didn't matter if I gave in to the anxiety or if I put up a fight against it, because either way, I was going to be exhausted at the end. And every time I pushed myself, I was just getting more miserable and more anxious. Like skiing is a coping mechanism for a lot of people, and it works well as a coping mechanism until it doesn't. It's the adrenaline. You get dopamine from adrenaline, and dopamine makes you feel good. And I think in a lot of ways, yes, that's a coping mechanism, but it's also a cover-up. I was having these invisible crashes with my mental health. There's not really a dedicated way to heal your mental health in the ski industry. You're just expected to push through, to get that adrenaline dopamine hit, and then wake up the next day and do it again. There's no end goal for your mental health. The scar tissue builds up, and it's still there, no matter what.
When you buy a sled, you assume you're gonna buy the sled, throw your skis on the back, and just like go ride backcountry. And nobody tells you that you're gonna be rolling around on flat ground for the next like 2 seasons, getting stuck. It's been really, really challenging, but with that has definitely come a sense of accomplishment.
I took time away from skiing in the end, but I had just bought a sled, and trying something new ultimately brought me back to skiing in the most roundabout way.
I feel like I've come so far with ultimately like a very challenging sport, and have just gotten to the point where I'm opening new doors for myself in terms of getting into the backcountry and getting back to a place that I used to be on a snowboard. The confidence that sledding has brought, that seeps over a little bit more into the rest of my life. I'm someone that still struggles a lot, but I'm someone that is a little bit more gentle on myself.
The biggest thing with sledding, there's no previous you to compare yourself to. I've come back into loving skiing again. Full faces hide tears. It's very hard. It is the most humbling thing that I think I've ever done.
I have brought back the feeling of being capable, being able to go after something that I really want to do and ultimately achieve that by myself.
And finally, we're starting to get somewhere. But it's been me and Tracy leaning on each other and learning how to do this crazy thing. Yeah, slaying turns in the POW is fun.
Do I feel cool on my sled? Yes. Yes, I do. Very cool.
As we travel throughout the Winterland, we always see more hills, more mountains, and more snow. Many of us who look up at the hills feel a need, perhaps an obligation, to go up to those places, to ski the meadows, the snowfields, or even the steep chutes where no one has been. Cross-country skis allow us a unique access to this world. For anywhere there is snow, we can ski.
My name's Andy Mayer. I live in Natchez, Washington. My previous occupation was a professional skier. Now I own a small construction company. This is my first year in the last 15 or more that I haven't got paid as a professional skier. You know, ability-wise, confidence-wise, all that, I could still do it and I'm still would love to, but it doesn't really make sense to operate at that same level that I was at, just risking my health, right? I can't afford to, you know, either miss out on construction work or miss out on my coaching work.
My name is Shannon Mayer. I own a company called Girls with Grit. We offer women's clinics, lessons, and trips for skiing, paddleboarding on the river, trail running, mountain biking, and fly fishing. I never thought it was going to be this career for me. It started out because I wanted to help women, and I chose business as my degree in college, and business is my degree in graduate school. And to me, helping people was always the goal, and that is my favorite part of what I do. I'm also a mom of a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, which is actually job number 1.
Becoming a parent has been rewarding, pain in the ass, great, a little bit of everything.
Teaching the kids how to ski has been really fun. You have to have lots of patience, but man, like watching them progress has been probably one of the most proud moments I've had as a parent. And it's not just skiing, it's every sport we teach him. And any day, even if I feel like, oh man, am I doing a good job as a mom? When I see that, I feel like, well, I'm at least doing that right. It's hard work, but it's good work. As a coach, I have a lot of moms come to me after they've had kids and they say, I am 5 times more scared now than I was before I became a mom. It is something that is surpassable with help. Through coaching, it helped me get past my fears, but also having a partner and a best friend and a coach in my husband, he has helped me, take those baby steps to continue pushing my boundaries and my goals as an athlete in all the sports I do.
I'm very fortunate to get a partner in my life like Shannon, because she's very capable of doing things and wants to do things and wants to learn things. And, it allows us to get out into backcountry settings like we are here.
I honestly can't put into words how grateful I am for that, because I am 4 times the athlete I was since I became a mom 6.5 years ago. That's something that I think is possible for anybody. And raising your own bar and asking for help from somebody that you trust, it doesn't have to just stop when you become a parent. Keep pushing those boundaries, keep raising your bar. And it doesn't have to be, dangerous stuff, like baby steps, like calculated risks. That's what it's all about. Courage does not happen without fear. When you have courage and you build your courage up, most of the times you have to do that because you are scared. And the more times you put yourself in situations where you are uncomfortable, the more comfortable you will be being uncomfortable. And you need to do that to progress in any aspect of your life.
From groomer technique all the way to skiing steeps, pillows, cliffs, even in the park. Maximize whatever you can do in the time allotted for those. It is amazing what you can get done, what you can achieve, while still raising some little humans. And without our babysitters and without especially Shannon's parents and occasionally even my parents, we wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff because we'd have little kids running around us right now.
In the end, spending time with our family and friends, enjoying our passion for the outdoors is what's important to us. And if we said that being outside was not our favorite place to be, we'd be lying, and we have every intention of staying true.
There are places in this world that just make your heart flutter and your stomach feel like it's full of butterflies, and you just know that it's home. And when I'm hiking or skiing in the wilderness here, I just feel like there's nowhere else in the world that makes me feel this way. The wilderness of the Adirondacks are rugged, awe-inspiring, remote, empowering, wild, ethereal, old, and surprising. The Adirondack Park is the greatest experiment in conservation in the world. It's a conglomerate of public and private land and swaths of wilderness bigger than some states in the Northeast. Having grown up in the Adirondacks and playing in these mountains since I was a little kid feels like one of the longest loves. When you spend so much time in a place, it just slowly becomes a part of you, I think.
There is an enchanting ruggedness to the Adirondacks that I have a special affinity for. Living here is challenging in some ways. We don't have that many powder days here, but we make the most of them, and they are so special when they happen. And I wouldn't want to experience those challenges anywhere else.
Skiing in the Adirondacks is kind of like dating someone who isn't good for you. Because the conditions, like, they'll give you a little bit. It'll snow a little bit, and it's so good. And then it rains or it thaws, and you're like, why do I do this to myself? But it's this deep love.
Even though I love skiing, winter can be a dark time, and skiing with other women has never failed to lift me up and remind me what I am capable of.
I find that skiing with women is a very supportive place to be, and I never feel like I'm a burden.
It's important for women to see other women skiing, biking, in the science field, in anything that men are in, because once you see it, you realize that you can also do that thing. Women of the Adirondacks are beyond anyone's wildest dreams. We are so resilient. We know a lot about this place, and we want to share it.
Women of the Adirondacks get their strength from this wild and rugged place that we live in.
Women of the Adirondacks are
cool as hell,
badass,
strong,
independent,
resilient,
hardworking, loving,
and beautiful.
When we are all skiing together, it feels like so much more than skiing.
Yo, sorry boys, had to grab a Starbucks.
Not surprised.
Yo.
Jeez, nice of you to show up.
You rip a Starbucks run, you don't even bring any for the boys.
My name's Aiden Pruitt.
Carson Sharp.
Nice to meet you.
Jordan Koosman.
I'm Cole Isfan. I'm from Kelowna, British Columbia. We're out here skiing.
Yeah, the filming's going really good.
Haven't really been through any hiccups.
To be honest, I don't really know how it's going. Sled broke pretty early in the season. Had to work a bunch to pay for the sled. I mean, look, you even have to come here to get the interview done, so.
It's been good, but if I'm a be honest, we've been having some struggles.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of like pulling teeth with these guys. Everyone's shown up, half tank of gas, no radio, Avi gear, an egg sandwich, and a dream. That's pretty much it.
That guy's always late, all the time, always at Starbucks. Our buddy Nick, dude, he's always asking us for money.
Carson said that? He's been snaking lines all year long. It's not my fault I can't get paid. Yo, Grizz in the playoffs, eh? Game on Wednesday, you spot me? 2 pints?
Cole's a bit of a liability. The other day we were at the trailhead, parked my sled way off to the side, starts his sled up, instantly whiskey throttles, right to the side of mine, breaks the plastic. Couldn't even believe it.
Jordan, man. Like, great dude, but he does not know how to park his sled. He parks it right in front of me every time. The other day I just like hit it out of the way. What do you think I'm gonna do? Not hit it? Like,
Sorry, Greg, I needed to hold up. Ben's talking me into something that's fucked up.
I'm Price Brown. I'm from Cordova, Alaska, and I'm a commercial pilot. We're all about independent access out here, and accessing these special remote places that are relatively untouched by man via our own means with people that you trust and have connections with is really important. You know, it's what makes these experiences meaningful.
My name is Morgan Baker. I grew up in California. Needed some bigger mountains in my life and flipped a coin, and Alaska it was. See ya! There's some sort of comfortability there, you know, like we all like risk and adrenaline. It's just always constantly observing and making assessments, and sometimes your assessments are wrong. You know, you gotta realize that and learn from it. I don't think you're ever comfortable in the mountains. I think if you get to that point where you're comfortable or you're not scared, it might just be time to do something else.
Baker, no relation to Morgan Baker, but cool last name, but
yeah.
I am a glaciologist and I have a background in snow science. Using terrain to manage your moving snow hazard, and so really like a lot more terrain management. But I think pursuing joy and like play, creativity, artistry is where the real like truth and like meaning lies for me in the mountains.
Wow! My name is Dustin James. I grew up in Fairbanks, Alaska. I live out of my Toyota Camry 2003. I do that to save money so that I can live this lifestyle. Basically, my whole life has been dedicated to figuring out how to ride these mountains. It's like the ability to push my own limits, to constantly test myself. We're in this for progression.
I'm Greg Stafford. I'm a dirtbag who lives in Anchorage, and I love skiing. I think it's really just the beauty of it, the light that you see, that like the swish of the snow when you like hit that like good turn. What's true to me is just being in the moment in the mountains. I think it's just as simple as that.
Y'all out there? All right, let's get this thing moving.
What's the meaning of life?
The meaning of life?
Yeah.
Contributing to other people's happiness.
Aww.
I was tempted by your smile. I was tempted.
Riding with an all-girl crew gives us an opportunity to let our hair down, embrace our feminine side, and experience a different type of stoke that can only come from riding with other women. Whether it's finding your line in snowboarding or finding your path in life, in the end, you just need to do what makes you happy. Follow your passions and surround yourself with people who support you and light your fire. And more importantly, stay true to yourself. The Factotum Project is a platform for people to share their stories and showcase their riding who otherwise might not have the opportunity to. This season, we teamed up with TREW, Hestra, and Rux to bring a crew of badass ladies together and highlight their passion for snowboarding.
They just keep on hurt, but I won't be the one to change you, and you won't be mine. No, you won't be mine.
Hello, my name is Niles Barkley. Welcome to Jackass.
I teach yoga, and in the summer times I manage the Healthy Bean Cafe and Juicery, which is all organic restaurant in town. And I'm super passionate about because it's a great way to nurture my community.
About 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago. I'm a permanent resident now. When I came, I just overstayed. I was an illegal immigrant for a while. Here's the thing, I pretty much left my country, 10 years ago to go snowboard. And before that, I was competing slopestyle nationals. We had coach, and then I just realized that this is not really what I want to do. I want to be a versatile snowboarder. So here I am, and super stoked for you guys being here and inviting me.
I just really want to inspire and empower other girls in general. You don't have to fit in a certain box to pursue engineering or snowboarding or STEM. You don't have to fit into anything, you can just do it. And I think that's really cool.
I love riding with ladies. It's really encouraging and really fun, and because it really does push you out of your comfort zone when you see other ladies going for it. And yeah, there's just always such a good vibe when you have gals to ride with.
Just so grateful for those women that empowered me to try something new. And it was something that totally changed my life. I absolutely love riding with ladies because it's we all come together for this niche, right? That we all love, and just stokes our fire.
Always stay true to yourself.
True to your friends. True to your sport.
And true to your community.
Snowboarding is my true love.
Every mountain town has its token. We just have to find each other and start building this community. We are the Change Collective.
Wait 1 second. On nights like tonight, I wish you were still around to rouse my placid nature with your slight, very smile. How I miss being the one.
My name is Kai Bagwandan. I am mixed Indo-Guyanese and white, and I want to see more people of color in the mountains. My goal is to break down mental and emotional barriers by showing BIPOC representation.
Faster than the speed of light, we stretch time.
I remember the first time that I saw someone who looked like me riding at a high level, and it changed my life. You can't really explain it until you experience it.
Hey, my name is Luis Rosales. I was born in Michoacan, Mexico, and moved over to Snoqualmie Pass when I was about 3 years old. I sling drinks and I love pow pow. When I snowboard, I feel like there's nothing else that matters. It isn't very easy being in an industry where people aren't really used to seeing people like us. You get kind of funny looks sometimes just being out there. It was definitely difficult to feel like I should be there. We should all be out here doing what we love, no matter where you're from or what you look like.
My name is Adi. I am a photographer and filmer. I love snowboarding, and I am here to create a more inclusive environment in the outdoor industry.
We are the community. We're here, like we're riding, we're skiing, but we're not represented.
My name is Emil Ortiz, and I'm originally from Puerto Rico and grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Splitboard mountaineering to me is the most holistic way to connect to the mountains. I stick out like a sore thumb. Being Puerto Rican in a white dominant sport, it definitely, raises eyebrows for sure. I get a lot of looks, stares, people asking me, what are you doing out here? Being able to connect with other riders, especially people of color, makes me feel like I belong out here. It makes me feel connected in ways that I haven't felt in a very, very long time.
Marginalized communities have always been excluded. When we center BIPOC, we encourage collective healing and show others that they also belong here. This is how we create a snowboard industry that we all want to be a part of.
Why do you guys feel like snowboarding is something that's still important to you at the stage, late 20s in life?
There's nothing that makes life just make sense. Where you're just like, this is what I do. Like, this is the language that I speak. This is who I am, in a sense. And it gets hard when you're coming up and you're trying to make it and then you're becoming an adult. Like, especially coming out too. I was like, snowboarding doesn't want me. That's not who I am. That's not paying my bills. That's not part of my life anymore.
It's like I grew up playing football too, but you get to a certain age and you either made it or you didn't. And then when you didn't, you're done playing it. With snowboarding, you can grow with the sport.
Being able to find like that level of presence and joy, or like overcoming fear through snowboarding, is something that I'm like, damn, that's so dope that I still have this at like, 29, almost 30 years old, and feel like, oh, I'm still progressing in snowboarding. I'm like better than I've ever been at. Like the older that people get, like a lot of people lose that.
I've seen so many people that, they did it for the contest or they did it for fame or to be somebody, and they don't even snowboard anymore because the root reason of why they were snowboarding was wrong.
I think I learned that lesson chasing success for the wrong reasons, thinking that success was like a destination. You do something and then you're successful for the rest of your life. You've checked all these boxes, oh, I'm good now. Nah, that's not how life works at all. And snowboarding is something that just evens you out, because it's like you're not feeling too much. I feel like you're just so focused, and all the noise goes away. And like, what's the point of life if not being present in the moment? The only thing that's guaranteed, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
At the end.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Just takes one good day, one good moment, one good sunshine, and you're a kid again.
When you have this chip on your shoulder and you're trying to, prove stuff to other people, but then eventually it's just like you grow out of that and you get the clarity of like, what do I want? It's like growing up and connecting back to who you really are.
Mm-hmm.